Welcome to a fantastic little game called The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. This is not going to be a completely blind playthrough, kind of-ish. So, way back, gosh, when did this game come out? Steam. Just middle of last year. May 2017. So when this game came out, Jesse Cox and Dodger did a playthrough of it. They streamed it, and I had a lot of fun. Streamed it or just recorded it? I don't know, but I had a lot of fun watching them play through this. And I thought, I want to check this game out. And then it just completely fell off my radar. So I watched it. I watched the playthrough. I know a fair bit about what's going on in the game. And then it's all just gone from my brain. And then, all over Steam, my Steam recommendations, is another game called The Shape-Shifting Detective. And it's their follow-up. It's this little indie studio's follow-up. It's the same thing. It's another one of these amazing FMV weird mystery games. And it reminded me of Doctor Dekker. So I'm going to play Doctor Dekker, the first one, and then we'll check out The Shape-Shifting Detective at some point. Maybe not today. Probably not today. But at some point in the future. So that's the plan. So, is he infected with rabies? Not quite. This is an amazing game. It's just great. It's just great. Without further ado, let's just start a new game. There's a continue button, but it doesn't do anything because I have not ever played this before. So this will be my first playthrough, but I have a loose, vague memory of what's going on here. And I'm probably going to be enlisting chat for help in some of this. But anyway, let's go. New game. Here we go.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. Have you heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person's going to be asleep, I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
It feels like the paintings are watching me.
Sometimes, when I walk through a door, it takes me somewhere else. Literally somewhere else.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered.
It starts as a door-to-door saleswoman. Double glazing, probably.
Dr. Dekker, I think we both know what you dreamed about last night.
I've seen its silhouette changing through the window.
Because he thinks I'm evil. Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time.
I did what you said, Doctor. They arrested me.
Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause.
I thought you were supposed to fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job!
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind,
Doctor.
let's not keep the patient. You're late. And after all those promises, you're late.
Doctor, you're
and
late.
after all those promises, never mind.
Act 1. Who are you?
Doctor. You're late. And after all those promises, never mind. Let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm not going to be here. The police still have some questions they want to ask about, you know. And then after that, I'm dropping in to see Ben. He's still in shock, and I thought we'd show we cared. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? Good. Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Dekker's tapes. I think Mariana is in first, but I'm sure they'll all become a blur by the end of the day. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
And there we go. We're just diving right on in. Okay. Cool. Welcome to the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. So, it's a murder mystery? We're not Dr. Dekker. He's gone. He's dead. Alright, we can watch replays of responses. It's a text thing. We're gonna have to like type our questions and ask. And the game will keep track of how much information people have. Try using your patient's words back to them. I'm Elin, I'm 25, I'm a nurse. Typing nurse will get you some sort of response. Pay attention to like the words that the patients use, and we gotta ask them questions about it. And we're just trying to figure out what's going on here. Include a yes or no if they ask you a question. Don't just say yes. Say yes, I like cats, if they ask you if you like cats. Things like that. Going green is intentionally very hard. Hints will probably be required. That's a thing that we can do. So we just get type our questions. So there's the patients here. I'm not going to go back to the menu, but we can see a list of like recommended questions. So there's a murder that happened. Dr. Dekker is dead. We are interviewing his patients, trying to figure out what's going on. And as you saw from the weird little opening roll, they're not just normal patients with normal problems. We got people who can like manipulate time and all sorts of stuff. And that's where like the Lovecraftian horror angle comes in. So, we can meet with any of the people. We can bounce back and forth between them. There's a little red dot next to their name. That means that we have not gotten much information from them at all. It'll turn yellow when we've got, we're getting somewhere. And then green is the very difficult to obtain. Congratulations, you've got everything. So, Elin, Mariana, Nathan, Claire, and Bryce. Another thing worth noting, one of the patients did commit the murder, but it's random every time you play the game. So we'll get different responses and different information and have different conversations with people on different playthroughs. So that's neat. So we got our list of patients here. We have our own notes here. So, and these are, we can type and add in whatever we want. These are our notes, but it comes with some tips in here. So, verbal mirroring. A new study in psychology yesterday suggests using the same words as your patients to increase trust. Use a yes or no when answering questions. It's a text-based game, lots of typing, so they have no... Because we can type the questions and ask them in whatever order makes sense to us, they can respond in whatever order, so context matters. So we have to include the context in our question. We can't just say yes or no, we have to say yes to whatever they're answering and use keywords and stuff. So I'm sure we'll be struggling with that later. If my patients seem confused, I probably asked something they have more than one answer to. To do, say hello to the patients, find out what's wrong with them, and see what they know about Dekker. Annotation idea. So the game will also just add notes here when we question things. But when the game adds a note and puts an asterisk next to it, then we should probably follow it up. If it puts 2 asterisks next to it, then it's probably super important, and we should absolutely, definitely follow up. And the game will remove the asterisks from our notes when we've gotten all the information. At least along that line of questioning. So, I don't know, I guess we'll just start at the top. We'll just start with Bryce. Hello.
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Dekker?
So, we can see our history of our questions we've asked. And we can see when we said hello, there's asterisks. We should follow up on
I'm
that.
Bryce Hemmings.
Right, and we can rewatch any of the things that they said. So, did we know Dr. Dekker? No, we did not know Dr. Dekker.
He was an antagonistic psycho. I hope you're not from the same school of thought.
Okay. Bryce does not seem to like Dr. Dekker. What do you think of Dekker?
I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons, actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind.
Okay, we should probably follow up on that, but... Yeah, no, you know what? Let's follow up on that. I'm not typing in the questions, I'm just using the suggested ones here, but... Why didn't you like Dr. Dekker?
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
How was Dr. Dekker getting worse?
I have no knowledge of that.
Nope. No idea. Okay. Yeah, I guess we ask what's his problem?
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
Okay. Depressed. Yeah, what's your job?
I'm a grave digger, Doctor. And people are dying quicker than we can bury them.
That's morbid. Okay. What else did he say?
Originally, I was suffering with depression.
Oh, why are you depressed?
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again, and as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
The extra hour. What is the extra hour?
At midnight each day, time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
Okay. Okay. What do you do in your midnight hour?
Slow down, Doctor. You don't have to ask me all.
Okay, what if we just do midnight hour?
It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until after midnight now, so I can appreciate the extra time. I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me. But apparently, it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor?
Oh, geez. Okay, so... this is where we have to start making choices. Do we encourage these people? do we say, yeah, no, that sounds real, that's cool, or do we just say like, nah, man, you're crazy. You're crazy. Nobody has extra hours. Days only have 24 of them. You do not get a 25th. We could also come back to that.
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do.
Maybe what did Dekker push you to do? I want to go back to that. We'll come back and answer his question, do I think he's crazy, in a bit.
I know you're asking questions to try and...
Nope. Yay, achievement. We're gonna just rack up all the achievements for asking all the questions. Nope. Okay. There's still an asterisk on this. It still wants me to follow up. Boy, that's like really subtle and hard to see. There's a little green asterisk there, though.
I know you're asking questions.
Hmm.
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end.
Hmm. Okay, so he has this midnight hour. I do not think you're insane. What do you do in the extra hour? Why is it hard to find someone who could use a shovel? Oh yeah, he did mention that, didn't he? Sure, let's do that.
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
Ah, what relics?
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone.
Okay, alright. There's maybe a little more follow-up on the relics. I'm not sure. I don't know. Do we think he's crazy? We could ask about the church. Let's ask about the church.
Henley Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. The whole building was once owned by Scientologists, but they handed it back to the community as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it.
Okay. Scientologists? Are you a Scientologist?
I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God, but not anymore. There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think?
I don't know. Do I think that? I don't know how I feel about this guy. Yes, there are too many religions. No, there are not too many religions. Yeah, there's lots of religions. We'll go with that.
Then we agree. Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor? Some of it is believable, and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts. It's more likely they've all got it wrong than one of them has got it right.
Okay, he's blinky. Did he just turn orange? He just turned orange. Okay, all right. So we've found some of the key points. That's good. So we've got the gist of what's going on with Bryce. We could keep pressing him on some of these, but what does he do in the midnight hour?
In the extra hour, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and strengthens the mind all at once.
Okay, alright, that's fun. Yeah, he didn't like Dekker. There's still some information around that.
It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until after midnight now, so I can appreciate the extra time. I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me. But apparently, it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor?
No, I don't think you're insane.
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway.
Okay, alright, fine. Fine, Bryce. Okay, so we could still press him on the religion angle a little bit, it looks like. There's still a couple of thoughts around that.
I know you're asking questions to try and get a bearing.
There's something else about what Dekker was asking him to do. Oh, I guess we need to ask him about the murder.
Yes, Dr. Dekker was murdered. Quelle surprise. Murder does seem a bit harsh, doesn't it? And another grave to dig. I know as much about it as you do. Less, I would imagine.
Okay. Do you like chess?
I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. There's nothing more satisfying than planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them. I shouldn't have told anyone about the Queen.
Who did you tell about the Queen? That chess piece seems important, right? Maybe? I don't know. We're gonna keep asking. We're gonna try to figure out what's going on with him in chess. Nope. Never mind.
I like chess.
Oh, he likes planning moves in advance. Wait.
I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. There's nothing more satisfying than planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them.
Okay. Alright, why? Why that? Why does he like that?
I do like to be in control, but then I suppose most people do. Nobody wants life to carry them along helplessly. Everyone wants to kick against it and make their own way. Do you like to be in control, Doctor?
Do I like to be in control? Hell yes. I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to just kick back and go with the flow.
If you like being in control, you'll have a tough time here. I saw it with Dr. Dekker. Such control, such stability. But he unraveled at the end.
How did Dekker unravel?
He couldn't keep control of everything, of everyone. He just set us up like dominoes, but we all toppled in unexpected ways. You'll find it all out in time, Doctor. Just not today. Can't have your head exploding, can we?
I don't know. I think it'd be fun to have my head explode. That actually seems like it would be pretty painful. Okay, so there's more about, like, Scientologists? Or the church? I don't know. There's more asterisks. We're missing something with this guy.
I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore.
Why don't you believe in God?
I'm not sure God would have given a man an extra hour a day. Not just a single man. My extra hour is a gift, but sometimes it's a curse.
Okay, that seems important. I feel like we're getting somewhere. How is your hour a curse?
I sound like I'm complaining, don't I? I'll stop now.
Let's see, what else do we have here? His depression, the extra hour. What did Dekker push him to do? There's something. There's another thing here. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Okay, all right. There is a chance that as we ask other people, they'll mention things that we can bring up in conversation with, Bryce and everyone else. Let's go meet with Claire. Let's go see how Claire's doing here. Hello, Claire.
My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor.
Great, nice and friendly. Cool. Why are you paying a small fortune? Why are you here? And tell me about Dekker. Yeah, why are you paying a lot of money for this? Why?
Being rich has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Okay. Why are you here?
Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies. Oh, and a history of violence. Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it?
A delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies and a history of violence. Violence?
To be fair, there was only one violent outburst. That hardly qualifies as a history of violence. And he provoked me.
Who provoked you?
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris. How predictable. Not just the affair, but an optician named Iris.
I do agree with that. Okay. An optician named Iris. What do you think of Dr. Dekker?
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that it didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Though the fact that he drank so much is a good indicator of his mental state.
That's two people that we've talked to who were surprised that Dekker was murdered and didn't actually kill himself. That's just lovely and cheerful. Okay. Dr. Dekker drank?
I thought it was common knowledge that he drank. You could smell it on his breath when you got close to him. He kept a bottle in his drawer. Such a cliché.
Okay. Dekker was an alcoholic. Interesting. What do you know about the murder, probably?
I don't know who killed Dr. Dekker, but I imagine that in his line of work he met a lot of unstable people. Perhaps he pushed someone too far.
Like you? Like the person with a history of violence? Let's see.
Well, According to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies.
Delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies. Okay, so... Delusional. Let's press that one.
Delusions, as in seeing things that are not there. I'm not going to be any more specific. It's not true in any case. I'm not delusional.
She's not delusional because she's not seeing things, or because she sees things that actually are there? Oh, jeez. Obsessive?
I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really.
Who's your husband? Let's see if I can type. Tell me about Iris.
Iris was David's assistant optician. Not anymore. No, not like that. I didn't kill her or anything. It's just that I changed the optician into a florist after David died. Optometry was his dream, not mine.
Okay, did she murder her husband?
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
Yeah, I know, I just wanted you to say that. Okay. Where is David? What happened to David? Did you kill your husband?
That sounds like a question I shouldn't answer without a lawyer present.
That's fair. Alright, sure. Fine. You got me. What's the game thing I should ask? Why is it absurd? Oh yeah, she's not delusional, or she's obsessed with her husband, and she thinks that's absurd. Why is that absurd?
Because he is here. And he shouldn't be.
David is here.
Because he is here. And he shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be. Oh, why shouldn't he be? Why shouldn't he be here?
He's lucky to be alive. He almost died.
Almost died?
My husband is not a well man. We've been having problems for a while now.
What problems?
I should have divorced him. I wish I had. So much could have been avoided.
She really does not want to tell us what she did to David. Tell me about the violent outburst, maybe?
I stabbed him with a steak knife.
Oof.
Shocking, isn't it?
Just like that, just like, I stabbed him. And we know why she stabbed him, because he was having an affair with Iris.
My husband is not a well man.
Oh, he's not a well man. Why is he not well?
His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore.
His health?
Since our altercation, he's become less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk.
What did she do to him? Husk?
David's not ready for company. I hope to take you to see him one day and you'll see for yourself.
What is what? Why? What?
His health, if you can call it.
We asked about his health.
Since our...
Oh yeah, the altercation?
I tried to hurt David once. That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behavior, but I was very angry. It was a private matter, though. The police should never have been involved.
Okay, so she stabbed her husband with a steak knife. How did the police get involved?
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor.
Okay, what help do you need?
I need you to believe me. That's why I'm paying for these sessions. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy and dangerous. Everyone else thinks I've lost my mind.
Okay. There's still more about the husband who's not well.
His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore.
Oh, she's been caring for him.
David has trouble looking after himself. Sometimes I'll leave the lake house and he's just sitting in the rocking chair on the porch. And when I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars. He needs help, I know, but I can't hire anybody to care for him.
Why can't you hire anybody to care for him? What is going on here? You're dancing around it. Nope. Nope. Lake house?
David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I have the main house to myself.
Okay.
David's not...
Oops, not that one.
David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I have the main house to myself.
Parents?
I'm an only child and my parents are both dead. Naturally, I inherited everything.
How did your parents die?
It was an accident. But I don't feel like talking about it at the moment.
Okay, alright. We're still missing some important bits because she's still red. At least with Bryce, we got kind of to the heart of Bryce and his situation. There was the altercation, the police got
involved. The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have...
Are you dangerous?
I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I tried to hurt David once. That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behavior, but I was very angry.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we can ask her about being very angry.
I never used to get angry. Ever. If you're angry, you're not in control. Isn't that right? And it would be very bad for me to lose control.
Okay, alright. Why would it be bad for you to lose control?
Let's save that for another time, shall we?
No, let's...
I'm rich, but I'm not made of money. And I'm fairly sure my time is up.
No, your time is not up. No, I want to keep asking you questions. Why aren't you in prison? Oh, and we could ask about Dekker being suicidal. Yeah, let's ask about that.
Dr. Dekker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one.
You think Dekker's crazy?
They think I'm seeing things, making things up. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, maybe Dekker thought she was crazy. Why aren't you in prison?
I suppose after what I did, there are people that might think I belonged in prison. What do you think, Doctor? Can I be saved with therapy, or should I be locked up like a dangerous criminal?
Oh. I don't know. You should be locked up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can save her with therapy. I don't know. We can see.
You have a lot of faith in your abilities. That's good. I look forward to being completely cured.
She doesn't seem repentant or like she actually wants to be cured. She seems like she just doesn't want to go to prison. Alright, well, that's 2. That's Bryce and Claire. Did you think Dekker was suicidal?
He wasn't a good man. I don't know how he could live with himself. Perhaps he couldn't.
Okay.
No. Sorry, I don't know anything about it.
Okay, you don't know anything about Dekker being an alcoholic. Alright, let's just move on to the next person. So that's Claire and Bryce that are both yellow. I guess we'll visit Elin and see what she has to say. Hello, Elin.
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Okay. What did you just add to my notebook? Sorry for writing in your notes. Say hello to Elin for me and let her know that Terry called for her from Jaya. Jaya's our assistant that we saw at the start. Talking about Dekker being late again when he made all those promises. Okay. Let's ask about her being a nurse.
I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care. The usual things. Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them.
How do you comfort them?
Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
Okay. Let's ask about Dekker. What did you think of Dekker?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Just Dekker.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
Alright, what are your problems? Let's figure it out. So we know Bryce has the extra hour. And that let him get caught up on work, and now he's no longer depressed. We don't know what Claire's deal is. We know that she's a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies. She stabbed her husband and may or may not have killed him, but he seems to be alive. Maybe she called him an enigmatic husk, so I don't know what's going on there. We don't know what her crazy superpower is, but she's got to have something, right? All right, let's see what Elin's got.
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes.
Okay, why were you seeing Dr. Dekker? Nope, never mind. Stressful?
It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything.
So you lost a patient?
I haven't really got anything to say.
Nope, just kidding. Murder. What do you know about Dekker's murder?
I think it's terrible what happened to him. So awful. No one deserves to die like that.
Oh, no one deserves to die like that. Die like what? How did he die?
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
Okay, so how was Dekker different, I guess?
He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him. But then I like most people.
Okay, I mean, that seems like a good outlook on life. Just like people. That's cool. I don't know. What does the game think I should say? The dating show. Why are some patients out of it on meds? Are you lying about being stressed? Oh, I got a note that says Terry called. Hey, let's give her Jai's note. Let's do that.
Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
Okay, why doesn't Terry like you? Nope. Okay, I can't ask about Terry. Dating show?
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
I don't think there's a good way to be married to your work, but let's ask about that.
Yes, I love my job. I love my patients. Even the really crotchety ones, you know? Oh God, you should hear what comes out of their mouths. But they're like my children in a way. That sounds weird, doesn't it?
No, that doesn't sound weird.
I don't know. I feel like I'm the weakest link or something.
That was a, no, I don't understand what you just said response. Yeah.
Yes, I love my job. I love my patients. Even the really crotchety ones, you know? Oh God, you should hear what comes out of their mouths.
Okay. Let's just ask about, oh yeah, patients being out of it on meds. Yeah, let's do that.
I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated, especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies.
Oh, geez.
I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep?
Oh, she's into herbal remedies and not real medicine. And she works as a nurse? Yeah. Stress.
It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything.
You don't get stressed?
It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses. They're mean to me.
Okay, nurses are mean to you.
They call me the angel of death.
Oh, jeez.
Because so many patients have died on my shift.
Oh, no.
I don't think they mean it. Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way.
Are you taking them off their meds and giving them herbal remedies and killing them? Is that what's happening here? Is that what's going on?
They call me the angel of death.
All right, angel of death, maybe?
They're old. People die when they're old. I mean, Medically speaking, it's heart failure or organ failure or pneumonia. They're all natural causes, though.
I don't know about that. Herbal remedies. Oh, how many patients have died on your shift? Yeah, let's ask that.
3 last month.
Oh, wow.
3 the month before that, I think.
Oh, wow.
But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long.
Okay, let's ask about Hilda.
She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me, though.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Have you asked her about, Dekker's murder? Dekker always had time for her. I don't know, there's something else there. Was Dekker suicidal? No, she doesn't want to talk about that. Okay. Herbal remedies.
I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh. Most people think herbalism is a joke. But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam or zolpidem.
She is. She's taking people off their drugs. Oh my gosh. Elin, you are a murderer. She asked us if we only had a few days left to live, would I rather sleep through it or not? Let's humor her and just say, like, no, I wouldn't want to sleep through it.
Exactly. I feel like it's almost criminal. Like you're robbing people of their last moments on Earth. You should be able to savor the experience, not sleep your way to death.
Yes, savor the experience of being on your deathbed. Why should people savor dying? There, yeah, okay, thank you. That's actually what I want to know.
I'm not saying anyone should be happy about dying. I've seen lots of people die, and it's a special moment. There's literally nothing else like it.
Okay. Oh, how long have you been seeing Dr. Dekker? That's a good question. She mentioned in the last couple of months having lots of patients die. Have they been dying since she's been seeing Dekker?
I've been seeing him for about 9 months, I think.
Ooh, that's quite a while. I think Claire is new. Didn't she say that she hadn't been seeing him very long? And I don't know about Bryce. So I'm curious, if we pop back to Bryce and ask Hint. What does he mean by time freezes? Oh yeah, he mentioned that time freezes for everyone, but it just goes slowly for him, so he gets his extra hour. Yeah. Let's ask about that.
In the hour, people are pliable. They don't move. But I can move them. As soon as my hour is up, they start moving again, as if nothing has changed at all.
People are pliable? You move people?
I do a lot of work in my extra hour. I move people into graves.
Okay. And I guess he's moving dead bodies, so they wouldn't know. There's no, like, external verification that he has this hour or doesn't have this hour. Because he just works literally the graveyard shift in every sense of that word. People are pliable.
Isn't it obvious? I've tried moving them, of course. People are often frozen in the most inconvenient of positions.
Inconvenient positions. Maybe we can ask about that. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to press Bryce on here. No. I wish we could filter. Oh, we can. We can filter to just Bryce. Okay. Do we have anything else? Yeah. Why is it hard to find someone who can use a shovel? What did Dr. Dekker push you to do? He didn't want to talk about that. Are you depressed? What's your problem? There's something else here.
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept...
Work deadlines?
Apparently, I've gone a little mad. For me, I have 25-hour days.
Okay, I mean, we know that, but... What else?
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful.
How is a gravedigger stressful? Nope.
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
Mechanical diggers? Nope. Destroyed relics? Why are you depressed? There's something else in here.
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
You've asked about the church.
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can...
Perks, maybe?
That doesn't mean anything.
Grave digging perks?
I don't have anything for you.
Nope, nothing.
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again.
Oh, cremation?
I'm pro-cremation. Not just because I don't have to dig a grave. They still need a hole for the interment of ashes. It's more dignified, like you're becoming one with the universe again. Rotting in a wooden box. Even if you turn completely into atoms, how would you escape? Even bits of the universe get lonely, I'd imagine.
Okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Cremation. Why is there a trend? Nope. Why is it more dignified? I don't know. The game's not going to give us anything else. The game's like, nope, you're yellow, you're good. Did we have anything else for him? Yeah, there's some...
I know you're asking questions to try and get a bearing, but I'd rather not talk about that now. Let's just enjoy the getting to know you phase before the ugliness kicks in.
What ugliness? What ugliness?
Doctor, pace yourself, please. This is my session. I'm paying.
He really doesn't want to talk about that. Whatever that is. So there's something about
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. Allegedly, Henley Church is located on an old Norman motte and bailey castle. I say allegedly because a relic was found and dated around that century, but the archaeologists haven't found any further proof as yet.
the archaeologists. So what archaeologists? Nope, he doesn't want to talk about that. Okay, all right. So the last thing that we have is cremation, right? That's the only one that has an asterisk, I believe.
I'm pro-cremation, not just because I don't have to dig a grave. They still need a hole for the interment of ashes. It's more dignified, like you're becoming one with the universe again.
Becoming one with the universe, maybe? I don't know.
I can't help you there.
Nope. Why is cremation more dignified? There's something else in here. There's something else. There's something else that we need to ask about the cremation. Can we get a hint? Game? Oh, he was talking about loneliness. The loneliness of being atoms trapped in a box.
We're all alone to some extent, don't you think? I don't have any friends, so I suppose that makes me lonely. In the midnight hour, though, I have as many friends as I like. Do you have a favorite celebrity, Doctor? In the hour, I could take a picture of myself with them, like we're the best of friends.
You're not... That's... they're not real friends.
That's...
Nope, nothing about celebrity.
I don't...
I guess pictures?
I've taken a lot of pictures. I have great shots of all the tourist sites. It's amazing what exposure you can use when moving cars are literally frozen still. Must be the sharp focus.
Ah, there we go. Bryce went green. Okay, we've got everything that there is there. We found everything about Bryce. He takes pictures. That's what we needed to get at. He doesn't have any friends or anything, but like the important part I think is that he's been going around taking pictures of people and places during this extra hour, in addition to getting caught up on work. Interesting. Okay. All right. Ellen's yellow. What did we have about her? Herbal remedies.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years.
The game thinks we're kind of okay on this.
Yes, I love my job.
So there's another key aspect to this and her personality that we kind of got to dig to find, maybe? Yeah.
Yes, I love my job. I love my patients. Even the really crotchety ones, you know? Oh God, you should hear what comes out.
Crotchety patients, maybe?
I'm really bad at this, aren't I?
Nope.
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
There's a follow-up there. What? We've asked about all of those things, haven't we?
Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of?
Are you afraid of death?
No, death doesn't scare me. It's probably because I've been around it so much, but I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like it's something to fear. I don't think death is an end. I think it's a doorway to another place. I'm just not sure where. Where do you think we go when we die, Doctor?
I think we get cremated and buried by the guy who has way too much time. Elon has asked me, where we go when we die? Heaven? Valhalla, maybe. I can think of half a dozen more. Yeah, let's just go with, I think we go to heaven when we die.
I don't believe in God, so I can't really claim to believe in heaven.
Okay. Where do you think people go when they die?
I'd really like to be able to answer.
What did she say about that?
No, death doesn't scare me. It's probably because I've been around it so much, but I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like it's something to fear. I don't think death is an end. I think it's a doorway to another place. I'm just not sure where.
Why do you think death is a doorway? There's something about that. I'm willing to bet we got to figure out her views on death, where she thinks people go after they die. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, good grief.
I'm a qualified herbalist.
Qualified herbalists, maybe? There's another aspect to that we got to follow up on.
Traditional medicine makes patients worse sometimes, don't you think? You must see it all the time, Doctor. You take one pill, then have to take 5 other pills to deal with the side effects. Herbs are kinder. Obviously, you have to be careful, just like with everything. Giving the wrong combination can be deadly. Fortunately, I know what I'm doing.
So she can kill people with herbs. And probably does. I don't think she knows what she's doing. I think that she's killing people. I think she really is the angel of death. Taking people off their drugs. I like that there's a supernatural twist to all this and a non-supernatural twist, and we can kind of follow either route. Why should people save her dying?
I'm not saying anyone should be happy about dying. I've seen lots of people die, and it's a special moment.
Special moment, maybe?
No, I don't like it. I feel lucky to share that moment with them. To be there with them when it happens. You know what I mean?
She likes being around people as they die. Alright, Dekker. There's still... Oh, man. There's still some stuff going on here. There's still some stuff we gotta follow up on. Are you afraid of death? No.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse.
Or worse? Arrogant idiot doctors?
Well, yes, that's true. But still, it was nice to be listened to.
Oh, maybe around Dekker? Oh, okay, well that answered that. No, wait.
Well,
Listen to?
well, I haven't really thought about it. My patients listen to me, but then I suppose they haven't got much choice.
Okay, alright. We're slowly getting there. There's still something to follow up here on her being married to her work.
Yes, I love my job. I love my patients. Even the really crotchety ones, you know? Oh God, you should hear what comes out of their mouths. They're like my children in a way. That sounds weird, doesn't it?
So maybe the things that come out of her patients' mouths, or maybe why are her patients like children?
I don't have any kids. Maybe I will one day, I don't know. At the moment, all my energy is focused on taking care of my patients.
Okay. There's still a follow-up on the hello. Okay, all right. We're getting most of these taken care of.
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
I have no idea. Maybe she believes in hell? Ooh. She doesn't believe in heaven because she doesn't believe in God.
Hell isn't real. Whoever came up with that idea has a lot to answer for.
Why do you think hell's not real? Nope. Okay, there's no follow-up there. Well, that didn't go anywhere.
No, death doesn't scare me.
Why does death not scare you? Nope.
No, death doesn't scare me.
There's something else here.
It's probably because I've been around it so much, but I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like it's something to fear. I don't think death is an end. I think it's a doorway to another place. I'm just not sure where. Where do you think we go when we die, Doctor?
Unless there's more of that, more places that I think we go when we die. This is interesting. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Well, maybe we come back to Elin? I'd love to get another hint, but I think we are on a timer. Hint unavailable for another 4 seconds. Do it again. Maybe she believes in Valhalla. Dude, okay. Alright, sure, fine. That was in my notes. Sure.
I don't really know what that is. Something to do with Vikings, isn't it?
Okay. The achievements are just for, like, asking, like, 10, 20, 100, 1,000 questions, like, just things like that. And also there's achievements for just, like, play the game for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, things like that also. So, the achievements are uninspired.
I don't really know what...
Vikings.
No, sorry.
Nope.
I don't really know what that is. I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God.
Elin, 25, and a nurse. Sound like I'm in one of those dating shows. Nope. Alright. I think we're done with Elin for now. There might be more for Claire. Man, where are we at on Claire? What was her stuff?
They think I'm seeing things, making things up. I don't want to talk about it.
Are you seeing things?
Yes, Dr. Dekker did think I was delusional when he first met me. He changed his mind after getting to know me better, as I hope you will too.
Okay, alright, that was good, What else have we had to follow up on? Whatever her problems are. Oh, there's some stuff down here.
Being rich has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Free from the madness.
I'm in a bit of a predicament, Doctor. I'll get to that.
You haven't gotten to it, though. Get to it, please.
Being rich has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a...
Give it all up?
Sorry.
Nope.
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity.
Temporary insanity?
Who's to say who is sane or insane? We all see the world differently, don't we?
No, but like, there's social norms and stuff, and like, if you defy those, then that's bad.
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris. How predictable. Not just...
David's affair, maybe?
It was a brief moment. The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that it didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time.
How long has she been seeing Dr. Dekker?
I'd been seeing him for about 3 months.
Okay.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that it didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him.
You were wrong about Dekker?
If I knew anything about...
No. Nope.
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
Is David here? No. We know that David's at the lake house. Wait, where is David?
I should have divorced him.
Divorce.
Divorce is such an imperfect means of separating two people, don't you think? I suppose I don't really mean it. I thought he was my soulmate and that I would do anything for him. That's a weakness that has caused me problems.
Welcome back, Grey Wolf. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on here with Claire.
I should have divorced him. I wish I had. So much could have been avoided.
There's still something we got to get at here. All right, let's go for a hint. Does David work? Oh yeah.
David doesn't work, no. He's not very communicative anymore, so a job is out of the question. He used to be an optician. Now he just spends all his time at the lake house, frittering his time away.
There's we still got to figure out what's going on with David here.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that it didn't bring it upon himself.
Oh, Elin might know how Dekker died. I think she mentioned something about that, right? How did Dekker die? Is the evil child there? No, the evil child is not one of the patients we actually get to talk to. I'm pretty sure. She might be, maybe.
David doesn't work, no. He's not very communicative anymore.
Why is David not communicative?
Keep up, Doctor.
David is your husband. I know that, but why?
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker...
What did you do to your husband?
David doesn't work, no. He's not very communicative anymore, so a job is out of the question. He used to be an optician. Now he just spends all his time at the lake house, frittering his time away.
Frittering his time away?
He abhors technology.
Now, here we go.
Mainly he hunts things and then creates huge, unwielding fires that I'm sure will be the death of him and the lake house at some point.
He hunts? Fires?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, why did he lose his job? Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't have anything.
No, she doesn't want to tell us. There's a follow-up in here. There's something here that we can ask about.
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
That's it. There's a follow-up in there. There's something else I can ask about. Okay. Oh, what problems? This has an asterisk, too.
I should have divorced him. I wish I had. So much could have been avoided.
We asked about divorce. There's not necessarily a follow-up there. Do you still wish you divorced him? You should have divorced him? No.
Our altercation.
Aha.
The downfall since.
The altercation, the downfall. What downfall?
This is exhausting, Doctor. I'm not used to spitting everything out in one session.
Well, get used to it. This is how it works. This is what we do. Dang it. Okay, she doesn't want to talk about it. She murdered her husband and he's like a zombie, right? That's where we're going with this. He's a lifeless husk that doesn't talk, just sits at the lake house. If she leaves him on the porch, he just sits on the porch all day. She'll leave for days at a time and come back and he'll still just be sitting on the porch.
Being rich has its perks, but honestly...
Rich, Why, how are you rich?
I don't work. I don't need to. Everything's paid for 100 times over.
Bingo. Got it. Okay.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself.
Why was Dekker's death not shocking?
I'm going to have to plead ignorance on that one. No. Sorry, Doctor, I can't answer.
Oh, come on. There's got to be a way to ask that.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Though the fact that he drank so much is a good indicator of his mental state.
Dekker's mental state, maybe?
I don't know anything about...
Alright, let's go for another hint. Oh, how long has she and David been married? That's actually a good one. Why didn't I think of that?
We've been married for 7 years, but we don't have any children. Thank God. David wanted children, but I didn't.
Okay.
I don't think we would have made very good parents.
I am starting to agree.
There's no mystery to it. Some people are just not cut out to be parents. I don't think I can see either of us wiping sticky fingers or mending grazed knees.
Or not stabbing them with steak knives. There's still... She has another opinion of Dekker. There's still something there that we got to get at. That's the only thing that has an asterisk.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Though the fact that he drank so much is a good indicator of his mental state.
We followed up on it being a suicide.
Dr. Dekker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazy.
We've asked about all that stuff. Dekker being suicidal. So there's just something else buried in that Dekker comment.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is...
Alright, one more hint. How well did you know Dekker?
I didn't really know Dr. Dekker that well. I never met him outside of our sessions, and we spent those discussing my therapy, not making small talk.
Ah, bingo. Done with Claire. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm the best. Okay, Bryce done, Claire done, so we had Elin to finish off. We also got Mariana and Nathan to chat with. May as well start in on these, so let's see how Mariana is. Hello.
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
Hi, Mariana? Nope. Let's just ask her about the murder. Just ask her about Dekker, just in general.
Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
What do you know about the murder?
Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? You've replaced him. He was a good listener. I hope you are.
Grey Wolf, how are you eating on the ceiling? I feel like all the food would just fall. That seems like a bad situation. She could tell it. She did it. You could tell from that wave of hers. Yeah, I don't think we've... So far, we found out that everybody has a means of murder.
Well, that's why you're here, isn't it?
Alright, he was a good listener.
Dr. Dekker could really get inside you. It was, unsettling. But you let him do it. Part of the process, I guess.
Okay, that's all there is about that. What is your problem?
I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me. Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, but you gotta tell me why you're here.
Police keep picking me up.
Okay.
For public nudity.
Okay. What?
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach. Like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
Oh, geez, and add something to our notebook. Mariana has blackouts. Does she remember anything? Does she sustain any injuries? Alright. These are the... I do need to ask Elin about Valhalla, follow up on the Viking angle, I guess. I don't know. Am I looking for a mod for the channel? Not necessarily. Maybe eventually. But not at the moment. Police are getting suspicious.
I think they think I'm a naturist or something. They picked me up 5 times in the last month.
5 times?
Oh
yeah, you black out.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
He worked something out. What?
I do suffer from blackouts, which is...
Hold your... Why are you holding your breath?
That doesn't mean...
This is, what did Dekker figure out? Nope.
I do suffer from blackouts, which...
Oh, swimming.
I'm a great swimmer. I won all these medals at school. I can hold my breath a really long time.
Yeah, you've mentioned that a couple times now.
Too long. Really.
Why do you... What? Too long? What does that even mean? And there's no... That's not a thing to follow up on. Oh, jeez.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
Okay. So we have anxiety and he worked it out.
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis.
Oh, come on.
We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis.
No, it would make this so much easier if you would just... Okay. Well, anxiety?
Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly?
Oh, jeez. Do any of the patients know each other? I think we can ask them. I don't think any of that matters. Maybe later.
I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah. I think it's safe to assume they don't know each other, but that might come into play later. All right.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my... Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly.
All right, we can respond. Do I think she's breathing badly? I don't know. That's a weird question to ask. You seem to be functioning as a human, so no, I don't think you're breathing badly. Breathing seems normal.
You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are.
If you're not worried about it, why do you keep bringing it up? She also asked me how I'm doing. Am I feeling okay? Yes, I'm feeling okay.
That's what Dr. Dekker would say.
Oh, no. I don't want to be like Dr. Dekker. That's creepy. Okay. The game's pointing me towards some general things. Alright, she wakes up on the beach.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all of the sights.
Alright, that sounds like fun. Or she is very flirty with the brand new doctor. Prognosis?
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help?
She's missing the whole evening? I don't know. There's stuff we gotta figure out there.